our water. And from what I've heard, it might soon become another Nollywood village.
I want to also use the opportunity to thank Mr. President that my very first visit to him, I was able to discuss this idea with him before he even nominated his ministers, soon after we came in. Then I visited the Ministry of Water Resources and I discussed with them about the construction of the dam. I'm happy to tell you that not only that you from the FEC, you have already approved the dam, the construction has commenced.
While in Lafia, the minister witnessed the commissioning of the state APC secretariat by the state governor, which has just been upgraded. He equally supervised the distribution of vehicles to all the APC secretariats at local government levels in the state. In Lafia, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Now, Nigeria is strengthening its nationally determined contribution, NDC, commitment to reduce the effect of climate change globally. This was during a high-level interministerial meeting between ministers of environment, members of the National Assembly, and key stakeholders to review and update the NDC. Salwa Khalil reports.
Drought and excessive heat wave are attributed to climate change globally. Nigeria is not left out and has put forward policies and programs to address environmental challenges. In 2015, the country submitted its nationally determined contribution known as NDC under the Paris Agreement with a 5-year life cycle to, among other things, scale up access to clean energy, reduce global temperature to below 2 degrees in line with sustainable development goals. It is in furtherance of this that this meeting is being held to update the NDC modalities, which requires political and technical validation to ensure consistency with national policies and priorities.
We would like to see is a more emphasis on water sector as well as emission reduction opportunities from nature-based solutions.
And prescription of the NDC of our country to ensure the achievement of the goal and objectives of the Paris Club Agreement on climate change while preserving our economy, our livelihood, our environment, our land and our people.
It will also demonstrate our political will as leaders to be reckoned with by the international community.
Already, the revision exercise has begun at different levels and the outcome expected in April this year. It will thereafter be forwarded to the Executive Council for final approval. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
This is NTA Network News. More reports when we return. Do stay.
Hey guys, making music for you is so easy for me to do. But you know what else is super easy to do? Linking your NIN to your Glow line by dialing *109*NIN hash. Or I can call 109 from my Glow line and follow the instructions. And if I don't want to call, I can text my NIN to 109. I can even visit glowworld.com/NIN. And what if you've forgotten your NIN? All you have to do is dial *346# and Glow will help you remember it. Someone may ask, what if I haven't registered? All you have to do is go into the nearest Glow World and we'll help you register. It's that easy. So don't get disconnected from all of the amazing voice and data offers from Glow. Linking your NIN to your Glow lines is simple, safe, and 100% free with zero hassles.
I look for pension fund administrator. Where soft, make sense, we care for me. Shy. No be the type when story go enter the matter when it's time to deliver. Oh, no. The brand is sure them no go stress you. Call them then they accessible. Yes, customer care where they on point. No go regret when you try, of course. Profitable investment. Everything is just a blend. If you don't want it good for you, I gotta make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow. Dear customer, link your national identification number to your Airtel router, MiFi, and ODU devices today. Log on to www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to access the Airtel HBB Self-Care Portal. Click on Submit NIN from the displayed options and then enter your 11-digit NIN details. You will get a confirmation message immediately after. If you are using a universal device with Airtel SIM, don't worry, we got you covered as well. Just log on to www.airtel.com.ng/NIN. Insert your home broadband device number and wait for confirmation. Once confirmed, type in your alternate number and email where you will receive a one-time password. Insert the OTP to verify the account. Fill in your 11-digit NIN details, submit, and you're good to go.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
As you adjust to the new realities for operating your business and engaging with your customers, let us help you transform your business into a digital powerhouse capable of adapting and taking advantage of today's opportunities. With our best-in-class array of digital solutions, you can conduct your business, receive payments from your customers, and perform transactions quickly, safely, and conveniently, because we've got you covered with the right people, technology, and service offerings. Contact us today and let us take your business to its zenith. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
This is to inform all CBN pensioners, deferred pensioners, and defined contributory retirees that the annual headcount exercise will hold between 6th to 30th April 2021 at the CBN head office in Abuja, Learning Center, Lagos, and branches nationwide. All pensioners and deferred pensioners are required to come along with the following items and information for the exercise: pensioner's identity card, one recent passport-sized photograph, contact address and telephone number, email address, name, address, telephone number, and full contact details of their next of kin, bank verification number, account number, face mask, and smartphone. Please note, headcount will now be conducted virtually going forward. All pensioners are required to fill a fresh next of kin mandate form during the exercise. The special date for the exercise in each location is as shown below. COVID-19 protocols will be strictly observed during the exercise. For further information, please call 0700-2255-226. Management Announcer.
The Kaduna Polytechnic Alumni Association informs the general public of its retreat under the chairmanship of Senator Abdullahi Adamu, scheduled for 30th to 31st March 2021, with the theme Repositioning Kaduna Polytechnic to Deliver 21st Century Employment Skills, Progress, Challenges, and the Way Forward. Lead speaker, Professor Idris Bugaji, Rector Kaduna Polytechnic. Special guest of honor, Mr. Simon Bakola Long, Governor Plateau State. Guest of honor, Malan Nasru Ahmad El-Rufai, Governor Kaduna State. Grand Patron, former Head of State General Abdusalam Abubakar. Grand Matron, Chief Hajia Mrs. Aminati T. Abubakar. Royal Father of the Day, His Royal Highness Shehu of Borno. There shall also be annual general meeting and assembly of the Alumni Association, March 30th to 1st April 2021. Venue of all activities, Naseni Idu Industrial Layout, Abuja. Announcer, Honorable Abba Anas Adamu, National President, Kaduna Polytechnic Alumni Association.
For you to tanda for this world, you got to know what's up. Sabi waiting day ground, then start to do your own. Get ginger to study every. Because when you fit see the different side of the world, anything they possible. BBC News for Pidgin, make your life better.
Welcome back. Borno State House of Assembly has passed a vote of confidence on Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, putting to rest an online publication which falsely claims rift between the Assembly and the Governor. Speaker Borno State House of Assembly Abdul Karim Lawan announced the resolution at a special session held at Assembly's complex in Maiduguri, during which members of the legislature took turns to speak highly of Governor Zulum's outstanding performance and series of projects in their constituency. Mohammed Koni reports.
The Borno State Assembly, Abdul Karim Lawan, said the lawmakers were surprised when they saw an online medium reporting that the House had contemplated impeaching Governor Zulum, who is considered a role model of leadership all over Nigeria.
We are purposely here to debunk the malicious message sent by some mischievous social media, saying that we are moving, the Borno State House Assembly is moving to remove the governor. So I think it is very unfortunate. This is not the character of this honorable house.
Members of the legislature who took turns to speak dissociated themselves from the baseless rumor, noting that it is a handiwork of some mischief makers for their own selfish political interests, and pass a vote of confidence on Governor Zulum and his team.
Whoever fabricates or patent any rumor, he must be brought to court.
They further stressed the cordial working relationship with the executive, calling on the public to disregard the mischief. The lawmakers further urged the security agencies to take decisive action to fish out the perpetrators of such fake news and be prosecuted to serve as deterrent to others. A largely unknown online medium reported on social media that the Assembly had attempted impeaching Governor Zulum weeks back in what many considered a political move to stir controversy in Borno and heat up the polity. In Maiduguri, Mohammed Goni, NTA News.
Another dialogue on the security challenges facing the country is seeking robust approach by stakeholders towards restoring sanity in affected communities. Abdul Malik Hassan reports.
It is a policy dialogue of stakeholders necessitated by the security challenges facing the country, here proffering solutions that will enhance security of lives and property, in addition to restoring strained relationships among affected communities are the goals.
It's not that technology will now replace the physical security measures, but rather it will augment for effectiveness and efficiency.
Before now, what we have worked with, what has helped us is credible intelligence. And for us to get credible intelligence also, we need to also win the trust of the citizens.
Participants here believe that strong synergy between security agencies will do the magic.
I've spoken about the need for getting our children into schools. 10 million, not in any school, not learning any trade, probably begging or doing some things. Then we don't see them. We only see them when they take to crime, when they go back to kidnap children in those schools where they were not allowed to go to.
Some of the advisory that they are bringing was actually the artificial intelligence gathering, which is what is now in vogue.
While intelligence gathering, improved technology and strong synergy between the security agencies was stressed on, others believe that governments need to go back to these root causes and reduce number of out-of-school children. In Abuja, Abdul Malik Hassan, NTA News.
Thank you, Abdul Malik, and let's bring you up to speed with other news. The Abdul Samad Rabiu Africa Initiative has provided a grant of 1 billion naira to Ahmadu Bello University as part of its yearly $100 million Asser Africa Fund for Social Development Renewal. Gofan Shaji reports that this 1 billion naira grant will go towards the provision of a hostel and department building as identified by the university.
African industrialist and philanthropist Abdul Samad Rabiu, founder and executive chairman of Boa Group, recently launched the ASR Africa Initiative for Education, Health and Social Development in Africa, an intervention that focuses mainly on equipping facilities, researchers, healthcare practitioners and community-level service providers. The sum of 1 billion naira donated to the Ahmadu Bello University kick-started this initiative. The initiator, represented by Dr. Aliu Idi Hung, commended the Vice-Chancellor for promptly identifying the projects that needed intervention.
The chairman, Abdul Samad Rabiu, is happy for Ahmadu Bello University
to be the first port of call in the flag of this intervention. Let me also say that today's ceremony in the Hallowed Hall of Ahmad Bello University is the first of many, which will form part of our education-based intervention for 2021 under the $100 million annual African Fund for Social Development.
The ASR Africa initiative that is bridging the infrastructural deficit in education within Nigeria has also named the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, University of Maiduguri, University of Ilorin, University of Ibadan, and University of Benin as other beneficiaries of 1 billion naira each in the first cohort of the intervention grant. In Abuja, Gufan Shaji, NTA.
An international agro-research organization offers Sherafin Phosphate partners agricultural research institutes in Nigeria to enhance wheat production in northern states for local factories and reduce importation. A memorandum of understanding to that effect was signed in Kaduna between the organization and development partners. Suleiman Abdullahi Rigachkun has details.
Besides being an important raw material for local industries, wheat is a critical commodity for exports. Committed to improving its production in Nigeria, Office Sherafin de Phosphate OCP signs Memorandum of Understanding with partners.
We are always trying on this nation on wheat production due to so many reasons. One, lack of certified input that's given to the farmers. Two, poor or barren soil we have. Three, lack of market, and so on and so forth. This is what caused the yield to be very low, and even forced the government for importation. Now we are attempting for finding solutions to the problems.
The partnership with Lake Chad Research Institute Maiduguri, Center for Dryland Agriculture, Bayero University, Kano, Institute for Agricultural Research and Training, Ibadan, as well as Kaduna State Ministry of Agriculture, seeks to provide scientific and technical expertise on soil fertility and nutrition suitable for high wheat production, with Kano and Kaduna being the pilot states.
So for us at OCP Africa, I think what's most important for us, our mandate is to transform agriculture from the way it is today to something more productive and more sustainable.
Our target is to see us cultivating not less than 100,000 hectares of wheat in the next 2 years to 3 years within Kaduna State.
And by testing the soil, different areas, different local governments, ecologists, were able to determine what that particular soil within that particular community is lacking, and how they can mix the fertilizer and make input so that the farmer will be able to benefit.
Available records reveal wheat consumption in Nigeria is bound to increase from the present import level of $1.5 billion between now and 2050 due to growing population, hence the need for proactive measures to meet the projected demand. Suleiman Abdullahi Rigachkun, NTA News.
The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, says it plans to extend some of its essential services restricted to its professional registration and professional testing centers to computer-based test centers with proven integrity. Registrar of the board, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, stated this at the 2021 stakeholders meeting between JAMB, technical advisors, telcos, service providers, and computer-based test center proprietors in Abuja. Olainka Ojo reports.
It was a time for stock taking at this stakeholders virtual meeting with more than 600 participants. For CBT centers with proven integrity in the conduct of JAMB's exercises, beginning from registration to the conduct of examination for UTME and direct entry, it is a time for partnership.
As we are partnering with CBT centers, we also intend to begin to transfer some critical assignments which we currently do.
While for those CBT centers with infractions, it is deregistering. Reading out the criteria for the 2021 exercise, the board insists that CBT centers must have CCTV systems that must be wired and at least 250 computers for UTME and another 25 computers as backup. And based on federal government's directive that no candidate will be allowed to sit for the 2021 UTME or DE without a national identification number, the board warned all accredited CBT centers.
No CBT center is allowed to become NIMC agent. Registration on NIMC cannot take place at the CBT center.
The board, who met with financial institutions, also warned that no partner institutions or CBT center must charge candidates above the stipulated amount of 3,500 naira. Olainka Ojo, NTA News.
The Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Simi Wabiote, has been conferred with an award of excellence as the most performing Chief Executive Officer of the federal government establishment in the Niger Delta. The award was presented at the Bielsa Media Awards held in Yenagua. Doris Akumoye was there and now reports.
The 8th edition of the Bielsa Media Awards saw the emergence of the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content and Monitoring Board, Simbi Wabote, emerging as the most performing Chief Executive Officer in the Niger Delta for effective transformational strides and interpretation of the local content policy in the oil and gas sector. The award is in recognition of his support to the media and leadership style, as well as achievement in research and innovation, modular refinery, and human capacity development programs, which have impacted lives positively. The local content chief executive officer appreciated the organizers and dedicated the award to the hard-working staff of the NCDMB.
This award is symbolic, just as the executive secretary has indicated in his acceptance speech. There is a symbolic feedback in the sense that it tells us that the media is actually watching what we are doing and recognizes.
Former President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, was also presented with the Leadership Icon Award for his peaceful disposition and liberal leadership style.
First place, I have to thank God that during my time as the president, we were able to establish the local content, because that's the way to encourage Nigerians to participate in the oil industry. Listening to the citation presented by the organizers of the Bielsa Media Award, I'm quite pleased that under Simbi, they are really doing well.
NTA Yenagua bagged Best Television Station of the Year 2021 and other awards. Posthumous award went to the former governor of Bielsa State, Chief DSP Alamesia. In Yenagua, Doris Akumoye, NTA News.
Now, President Muhammadu Buhari rejoices with Alhaji Sani Muhammad Isa Gobir as he gets turbaned March 28, 2021 as Yeriman Gobir by His Royal Highness Isa Muhammad Bawa at the Gobir Royal Palace, Sabon Birni Local Government Area, Sokoto State. In a statement, President Buhari says the honor being done the new Yeriman Gobir is a confirmation of his resourcefulness, hard work and love for his people, urging him not to rest on his oars, but to continue to justify the huge confidence reposed in him. The president urges the Yerima Gobir to use his new position to advance the cause of his people, the country and humanity in general. Similarly, President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated his special advisor on political matters, Senator Babafemi Ojudu, on his 60th birthday. The president joins members of All Progressives Congress, ABC, National Union of Journalists and Nigerian Guild of Editors in celebrating with Senator Ojudu, whose antecedents as a journalist continue to inspire, using his prowess and skills to fight for democracy and good governance for many years. President Buhari believes the renowned journalist's courage and forthrightness says his transition into politics in 2010 and his contributions to the legislature and the executive have been most outstanding as he brings his wealth of experience and network to support the country. President Buhari prays that the Almighty God will bless Senator Ojudu with long life and good health. We now join Dotun in our Lagos studio for more on NTA Network News. Hello, Dotun.
Thank you, Jumai. There are indications that the floating dockyard acquired by NIMASA in 2018 will soon be deployed for full operations. This is sequel to a meeting between two regulatory agencies in the maritime sector, where they jointly agreed to move the floating dockyard to the Nigerian Ports Authority shipyard in Apapa in the next few weeks. Michael Olaleye has details.
The floating dock is a masterpiece inspired by the ambition to revolutionize the maritime industry through the provision of employment opportunities and development of local capacity while preserving capital flights. Sadly, the magnificent project has faced more storm than praise since acquired in 2018. This visit is strategic, and conversation precisely is on the next line of action to make the floating dock actualize the tall dreams. The starting point was on the need to move the floating dock from its present location at the Naval Dockyard to the NPA facility, which the Managing Director, Hadiza Bala Usman, agreed to ease NIMASA's efforts in securing necessary approval.
Well, regarding our own relationships in terms of where to be housed, those aspects are very clear, and within the next 3 to 4 weeks we should be able to have clarity on it being housed in the Apapa dockyard.
The next line of action falls within the responsibility of NIMASA, and the agency promised to deliver.
While we are seeking the Federal Executive Council approval, the issue of managing partner will be moving alongside the issue of advert of selecting those who express interest to manage the floating dock will also run concurrently.
The renewed vigor to put the facility into use within the shortest possible time will definitely put to rest years of criticism. In Lagos, Michael Olaleye, NTA News.
It is over 3 weeks since vaccination against COVID-19 pandemic was flagged off by the federal government. It has been good news from those who have received their doses, with optimism that Nigeria will soon be free from the claws of the killer disease. Our correspondent who visited some centers in Lagos has an update.
Statistics by the Lagos State Ministry of Health on 22nd of March reveals that 13,395 persons have so far been vaccinated since the flag-off of the exercise. Frontline health workers among the first to receive the AstraZeneca vaccine. Two major health institutions in Lagos had on March 17th rolled out the process, with many other facilities following suit.
If we are not able to reach herd immunity, then we will never be able to control the virus.
Despite all the things that people are seeing on social media, experience is the best teacher. I've taken the vaccine, and we're doing well.
1 week after, more than 1,000 individuals have been vaccinated at 3 centers provided at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Luth.
I'm not feeling dizzy. I'm not feeling anything bad. I'm okay.
Pharmacovigilance team have also been put in place to monitor the process and the progress of the exercise.
The normal vaccine reaction is like you feel pain at the point of, and that's all.
We follow up with those that have taken the vaccine already, so we get to know if there's any adverse effect, and then we act towards it.
Meanwhile, Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, disclosed that e-registration is mandatory in the process for vaccination in the state.
And that's it from here. Let's now take a break. Network News continues shortly.
Just having a good time, and I'm feeling so good now.
Where you take? I dey come now. You go see me now. You go.
Call your body and everybody, yeah. Make we start to the corner. Where you dey now?
You go see me now.
Everybody they dance.
Where you dey now? You go see me now.
You want
I'm fine, sir. Even me, I surprised.
Hey, where you at? You go Mexico, you go Jericho, I go let you go.
Hello, how are you?
Tell us one truth nobody knows.
I like to steam it from my mama pot.
Glow, the best data plans in town. Dial *777#.
with your love. Celebrate these delicious moments with Indomie noodles. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Download the Airtel TV app to watch all the fun and exciting performances of The Voice Nigeria Season 3 every Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. The Voice Nigeria, connected by
Airtel, the smartphone network.
This looks different.
It is. See for yourself.
Okay, so it's a photo.
Look closer. Photos within photos.
What about video?
8K video. Beyond cinema quality.
So
you can pull portrait quality photos straight from video.
But will it last the whole trip?
Battery for the whole trip and the way back.
This is different.
Told you.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiyi suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
One passenger. Big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital? Auntie, if I go hospital now with this cough, those people will just say I have COVID-19.
No, they won't. Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis. Check am o, make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB tests and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 for information on where to get the test. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
We just heard gunshots, north of the advanced position.
This enemy is not fighting a conventional war.
Our intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance platform will point the army to their location.
We're being deployed to the trouble spot.
Heavy cover in the air.
And what's the situation?
The enemy is still out there, and the nation is counting on us. And I am counting on you guys. This does not smell good.
I saw his jet go down, but I didn't spot him eject.
I'll just like for you both to make their promise.
Hey, we don't need this energy.
Here, we stand for our men, while our husbands stand for our nation.
Eagle Wings, showing in a cinema near you.
This is NTA Network News. Now concerned with the low rate of gender parity in leadership and economic inequality, a coalition of 52 women associations under the aegis of Association of Nigerian Women Business Network is meeting in the Federal Capital Territory to support the process of setting gender-friendly agenda relevant to women entrepreneurs and business growth. Neka Oko reports.
In Olua, realized the hard potentials which are not being maximized. Armed with the necessary skills, she took action and became a baker. Jacqueline began modestly, and today she runs at least 3 thriving businesses. Networking and business dialogues like this one, organized by the Association of Nigerian Women Business Network, have been vital to Jacqueline's business success.
The group of women I belong to is nobody's looking at how little you are or how big you are. We're all learning.
Our statistics is very low all over the world with respect to gender parity, and we cannot be, we cannot be speaking, about it and not ensuring it.
The dialogue, which is part of activities marking the 2021 International Women's Day, brought together a variety of stakeholders across across sectors who identified insecurity, access to credit, and weak infrastructure as some of the barriers to women leadership and economic equality.
When women are empowered, it scales up their potential, their consciousness, and their ability to face challenges in life.
If we can unite, we can get ourselves together.
With the vision to enhance the growth of women-owned businesses, the Association of Nigerian Women Business Network offers robust space for networking and capacity development, as well as support for women entrepreneurs to engage decision makers for economic growth. In Abuja, Neka Oku, NTA News.
Scores of women in Kano State have received various empowerment implements courtesy the gesture of the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, through her Future Assured program. State House correspondent Aliu Kabil has details.
Since the beginning of the present administration in 2015, Nigerians from different parts of the country, especially women, youth and other vulnerable groups, have benefited from the various skills acquisition program initiated by the Future Assured program of the First Lady under the Aisha Buhari Foundation. In Kano State alone, about 3,000 participants have benefited from various skills acquisition program at different occasions, ranging from beauty therapy, food spicing, soap making, interior decoration, fish farming, and other related occupation, and many more. This event is actually the presentation of empowerment equipment to participants in tailoring, knitting, and irrigation farming. The equipment distributed include sewing and knitting machines, as well as irrigation pumping machines. The First Lady, in a message during the presentation, has urged the beneficiaries to use the implements judiciously in order to achieve the target.
It is meant for the people to use, not to sell. It's part of the empowerment program.
In general, whatever we are given, it is never too small. And Alhamdulillah, so far we have attained to it.
A lot of people that are here today, they are people that are seriously in need.
Beneficiaries overwhelmed with the gesture, describing the whole exercise as instrumental to their well-being, their family, and by extension the larger society. In Kano, Aliu Kabir, NTA.
We pause for another break. We'll be right back.
Somebody needs to take responsibility of doing what is right for this country.
One-on-one with Abdul Rashid Bawa, Executive Chairman, EFCC.
The EFCC did not say that come and declare your asset as bankers to us. What we said is that come June 1st, we are going to be demanding for it because we are empowered by law to demand information from in the public sector and of course in the private sector in the course of discharging our mandate.
One-on-one, 10:30 tonight on the network service.
Mommy is back!
Guess what's inside?
Chocolate. Biscuit.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
Cavity? What cavity?
Let me show you.
Most toothaches are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity.
It also has natural mint for minty fresh breath every day.
Mom, can I eat chocolates now?
As long as you brush with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
Hey, GoTV don't do am again, no. Then stand by your side, gidigba. Enjoy 32% discount on top GoTV Max. Yes, so if you pay GoTV Jolly for only 2,460 naira, now so GoTV go upgrade you sharply to max levels with 75 plus channels. Abracadabra! I go talk am again. When you reconnect on top Jolly subscription for 2,460 naira, then go sama you with Oga of Entertainment, Go TV Max. Make you enjoy Indian series for Star Life, La Liga, Premier League football, Big Brother Naija highlights on Africa Magic, Nigerian Idol, BET, Cartoon Network, and etc. Better discount, better savings. Go TV truly there your side oh. Existing Max customers as at first March, no follow for this offer oh. Terms and conditions dey. Go TV, love it.
It's good to know you're still there. Nigeria's Super Eagles aim to secure 2021 Africa Cup of Nations ticket with a game to spare. Details on Sports Update.
Many thanks for joining us on Sports Update. I am Bade Adeleye. Let's begin by letting you know that all is now set for Saturday's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier between Benin Republic and Nigeria. The Super Eagles, who arrived in Porto Novo Friday morning, having traveled by sea, have declared they are going for 3 points against the Squirrels. Still on the battle of Porto Novo, football enthusiasts in the country look to be optimistic that coach Gernot Rohr's men will seal their AFCON qualification ticket on Saturday.
We just need 1 point. I know we're going to qualify.
We must be content with if we get a draw there.
Well, with just a few home-based players in the Super Eagles squad, action continues in the Nigeria Professional Football League this weekend. On Sunday, Akwa United entertain Lobby Stars with Kano Pillars and Heartland trading tackles. Jigawa Golden Stars and MFM have a date on Monday with Eyimba and Dakada facing off. Away from football, 4 northern states of Kaduna, Niger, Kogi and Plateau, alongside the Federal Capital Territory, are participating in the first edition of the Northern States Squash Tournament, holding at the Package B of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja.
We hope that more youths will take up the game of squash as a profession in conjunction with their education.
And finally, to boxing, Dillian White will be hoping to avenge last summer's knockout loss to Alexander Povechkin when they meet for the second time in Gibraltar on Saturday. White says the Russian knows is facing a more formidable opponent in their rematch. And that'll be all on Sports Update. I am Bade Adeleye.
The death has occurred of Venerable Air Commando Tanko Michael Atto. He died at the age of 70. Venerable Tanko Michael Atto, an accomplished officer, Minister of God and an academic, died on the 7th of March 2021. The week-long funeral arrangements were rounded up today with the funeral service and interment at the Cathedral Church of St. Michael, Kaduna. He survived by a wife, children and grandchildren. The remains of the late senior advocate of Nigeria and former commissioner for education in Ogun State, Olusegun John Odebela San, has been buried at Ikenne, his hometown. Lekan Ambode reports.
The array of dignitaries at the solemn funeral testified to the impactful life of the deceased former commissioner for education, science and technology in Ogun State, Olusegun Odebela, in all aspects of human endeavors. The Archbishop of Rie Methodist Church, Nigeria, Most Reverend Atanda Adewale, reminded the congregation of the inevitability of death to everyone born of woman and advised everyone to prepare for it. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, in his tribute, described the late senior advocate of Nigeria as exceptional. The deceased was later interred. Senator Ibikunle Amosun, representing Ogun Central Senatorial District, who engaged the late Odebela as Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology during his tenure as Ogun State Governor, controlled his emotions when he visited the aged mother of the late Odebela.
Odebela gave his best for everybody that came across him while he was alive, especially for Ogun State. Whatever he wants to do, you will see him putting his all into it. So,
aged 55, late Olusegun Odebela is survived by wife, children, and aged mother. From Ikenne, Lekan Agbonde, NTA.
People from all walks of life have described the demise of the former Minister of State for Petroleum in the Second Republic, Umar Mohammed Baba, as a great loss to the nation. Umar Anjigi reports that he died after a prolonged illness in Kaduna.
It is a time of mourning, pains and shock as residents of late Umar Mohammed Baba, Magajangari Muri host dignitaries who were on condolence mission.
I'm devastated, but I take comfort in the kind of life I know my father lived.
Every soul shall taste death. Alhamdulillah, we can just have to give thanks to Allah because he lived such an exemplary life, a fulfilled life.
Late Umar Mohammed Baba served as a Minister of State for Petroleum during the government of late General Sani Abuja. He left behind 4 wives, 41 children, many grand and great-grandchildren. Prayers were offered for Allah to grant him eternal rest. In Kaduna, I am Muhammad Umar Ajingi, NTA News.
And that's Network News tonight. Don't forget to be a star with NTA as we wage the war against rape and rapists. And don't forget to join us at 10:30 for 101. I am Jumba Yusuf. Good night.